Do you understand English but freeze when it's time to speak?
Oh, that is so common.
Right. Or, do you know all the words but you just can't form sentences quickly?
Like your brain just stops working.
Yes, exactly. Well, if you are nodding your head right now, get ready. Because today we're doing a spoken English practice challenge, and it's basically going to help you speak English with way more confidence, fluency, and, speed.
I am so excited for this. I hear this specific frustration, almost every single day. People always say, I know the grammar, but I just can't speak, or I understand perfectly when I'm listening, but the moment I need to reply, my mind goes completely blank.
Yeah, the dreaded blank mind.
Right. So if that sounds familiar, you are exactly who we built this deep dive for. We're going to break down why your brain does that, and more importantly, we're going to actually fix it.
And to fix it, we kind of have to change the rules of the show today.
Oh, big time.
Yeah, this is not a passive listening experience. You're not going to just sit back on your commute and passively absorb information. And this is definitely not some dusty, boring grammar lesson.
No textbooks allowed today.
Exactly. This is a live, interactive speaking workout. We are challenging you, wherever you are right now, to speak English continuously with us for the next several minutes.
Out loud. That's the key.
Out loud. Here are the ground rules. No translating in your head. No pausing the audio to Google a word, and no asking a friend for help. It is literally just you, your voice, and your English.
I love that. The mission today is to completely shatter that invisible barrier between knowing English and actually speaking it, because most learners are trapped in what we call declarative memory.
Declarative memory. Wait, what's that?
So it's like when you know the rules of language, like facts in a textbook. You know what a verb is. You know the past tense.
Right, like trivia.
Exactly. But speaking requires procedural memory,
Yeah.
which is the exact same automatic brain function you use to, ride a bike or drive a car.
Oh, wow. So you don't think about riding a bike, you just do it.
Yes. And the only way to move English from the textbook part of your brain to the bicycle part of your brain is by actually vocalizing. So today, you'll be answering questions, making these rapid-fire choices, and building sentences right along with us.
Okay, I'm pumped. But, you can't run a marathon without stretching first, right?
Definitely not. You'd pull a muscle.
Exactly. So before we drop you into complex, real-world conversations, we need to do a physical and psychological warm-up. We need to get your vocal cords actively moving in a foreign language.
Just getting used to the sound of your own voice in English.
Yeah. So let's start with a quick reflexive introduction. Imagine you're meeting someone at a conference or a party for the very first time. I want you to answer these 4 questions directly out loud to the room.
Don't just think them, say them.
Right. The questions are, what is your name? Where are you from? What do you do? And what are your hobbies?
And just to give you the rhythm of this, your answer should sound really straightforward and continuous. Something like, my name is Aditya. I'm from Delhi. I work in a corporate company. My hobbies are reading books and listening to deep dives.
Simple, direct.
Yeah, it immediately gets the momentum going.
All right, so now it's your turn. I'm going to give you a 3-second countdown, and then I want you to speak your introduction into the air for 30 seconds. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Keep going, don't stop.
Say it out loud.
And time. Assuming you just spoke up, great job. You've officially crossed the hardest threshold, which is just opening your mouth.
I have to stop us here for a second, though, because I'm putting myself in the listener's shoes right now, and I'm a little skeptical.
Ooh, how so?
Well, if they already know these incredibly basic words like name, city, job, why are we drilling them? I mean, it feels a bit like practicing how to tie your shoes when your actual goal is to learn how to sprint.
That is a brilliant analogy, but it actually misses the hidden mechanism of what just happened.
Okay, tell me.
The goal of this specific warm-up isn't to test your vocabulary at all. It's to bypass your brain's friction. Think about a cold car engine on a winter morning.
Oh, it really doesn't want to turn over.
Right. When you switch from thinking in your native language to vocalizing in English, there is this massive cognitive friction. But by using easy, highly predictable sentences, your brain doesn't have to work hard to find the words.
So it can just put all its energy into the physical act of speaking.
Exactly. You are basically sending a neurological signal that says, hey, we're operating in English now.
Ah, so we're bypassing the cold start problem. I love that. And since we've got the engine warmed up, let's look at how the brain actually predicts language.
This is fascinating stuff.
Yeah, because native speakers don't build sentences word by word from scratch, right?
Yeah.
They use these prefabricated chunks. So I'm going to start a sentence, and I want you, the listener, to let your brain autofill the rest and just say it with us out loud. Ready?
Say whatever comes to mind first.
Here's the first one. Today I woke up at...
Whatever the time is. 7, 8:30. Keep the rhythm.
The first thing I did was...
Brush my teeth, check my email.
My favorite food is...
Let's hear it. Claim your favorite.
This weekend I want to...
Sleep in. Go hiking.
And one dream I have is...
Excellent. Notice how your brain just naturally wanted to fill those blanks.
Yeah, it's almost automatic.
We are leaning heavily into your natural predictive instincts here.
So the warm-up gets us vocalizing and predicting, but I know exactly what the listener is thinking right now.
What's that?
Warming up doesn't stop that annoying little voice in my head that insists on translating every single word before I speak.
Oh, the internal translator. The ultimate enemy.
It is the ultimate bottleneck. You hear a question in English, you translate it to your native language, you formulate a really clever answer in your native language, and then you try to frantically translate that clever answer back into English.
It's exhausting just thinking about it.
It's like running a heavy software emulator on an old computer. It just drains all your RAM and makes you freeze completely.
The emulator analogy is perfect. And it is the single biggest reason people freeze. Because translation requires your prefrontal cortex.
Which is the slow part of the brain.
Right, the slow, deliberate, highly analytical part. But to speak fluently, we have to bypass the prefrontal cortex completely and rely on those automatic neural pathways we talked about. We have to shut down the emulator.
Okay, here is where the workout gets really intense. Let's completely dismantle that bottleneck right now with a rapid-fire challenge.
You ready, everyone?
We're going to play a game, and you have exactly 3 seconds to choose between 2 options. Speak your choice immediately out loud, but here is the catch.
There's always a catch.
You can't just give a one-word answer. You have to give a reason. So if I say pizza or burger, you say pizza because I love cheese.
Right, you have to connect the thoughts.
You have 3 seconds. Ready? Movies or series?
Pick one. Give a reason. Keep moving.
Tea or coffee?
Say it out loud.
Morning or night? Car or bike? Books or YouTube? Beach or mountains? Singing or dancing?
And stop there.
Wow, okay. Let's be honest. That probably felt incredibly chaotic for the listener.
Totally. And that chaos is entirely by design.
But wait, if I only have 3 seconds, I'm definitely going to say something a bit broken, right? Under that pressure, I'd probably blurt out pizza because nary is good instead of a perfect grammatical sentence.
Yeah, you probably will.
So doesn't that feel like taking a step backward in our fluency journey? Like, why force that kind of pressure?
It absolutely feels like a step backward, but cognitively, it is a massive leap forward. Because the 3-second rule physically prevents your brain from having enough time to translate.
Oh, you just don't have the time to use the emulator.
Exactly. You simply do not have the processing speed to route the question through your native language and back again. So by forcing the speed, you trade grammatical perfection for an immediate neurological connection.
You just grab the very first English word that pops into your head.
Yes, which forces you to think in simple English. That is the habit we really want to build.
That's wild. Speed is actually a tool to short-circuit the overthinking.
It works every time.
Okay, let's try another psychological experiment to bypass that native language anchor. I want you to try a visualization challenge right now.
Close your eyes if you need to.
Picture a really busy public park. See the children running around. Picture a dog chasing a ball across the grass.
Feel the bright sunshine on your face.
See people sitting on benches, eating ice cream. Got that vibrant image in your head?
Now, describe that scene to the room in English.
Say it out loud.
Keep going.
Yeah.
For example, you might say, there is a beautiful park. Children are playing happily. The weather is sunny, and people are enjoying ice cream.
It's so simple when you break it down like that.
But what is mechanically happening here is fascinating. We are linking visual concepts directly to English vocabulary. You aren't translating the word park from your mother tongue.
Right. You're just looking at the mental image of a park and pinning the English word directly to it.
Exactly. You're cutting out the middleman.
Okay, so we've warmed up the engine and we've successfully tricked the brain into skipping the translation phase. Now it is time to take this out into the wild.
Real-world practice.
Because fluency isn't just about abstract games in your bedroom, right? It's about practical survival. It's about navigating daily life and not having a complete panic attack when you make a mistake in public.
Well, real-world scenarios are where the cortisol just spikes. It's one thing to describe a park in the safety of your living room. It's another entirely to stand in front of a barista with a long line of impatient people right behind you.
Yeah, that fight or flight response actually inhibits your language centers.
It really does. Your brain freezes up to protect you.
So let's simulate that pressure right now. Welcome to the restaurant challenge. I'm going to play the waiter. I walk up to your table, I hand you a menu, and I say, "May I take your order?"
I'll answer right now.
Order some food, a drink, and a dessert. Go ahead, speak to me.
A great survival response here relies on foundational building blocks. Something like, I'd like a vegetable pizza and a cold copy, please.
I'd like. That's the core of it.
Right. The phrase "I'd like" is a prepackaged script. You don't have to invent it on the spot. You just deploy it and attach your vocabulary to the end of it.
That takes so much pressure off. Let's shift the environment again. Now you're at the office, I'm your manager, and I urgently walk up to your desk and I ask, "Can you complete this report by tomorrow?"
How do you respond professionally? Say it out loud.
Tick-tock.
In a professional setting, anxiety is often way higher. So having situational scripts in your back pocket is literally like having a life raft.
You just cling to it.
Exactly. You want to project confidence, so your pre-planned script might be, "Certainly I'll complete it by tomorrow," or maybe "I'll share the final report before the deadline."
So you aren't frantically searching for words, you are leaning on a structure you already trust.
You've practiced it 100 times, so it just flows.
Okay, but we have to address the elephant in the room here. What if they deploy that script and they just completely mess up the grammar? Because for so many learners, the fear of making an error is the ultimate confidence killer.
It paralyzes people.
It does. Let's tackle this phobia head on. I'm going to read out some very common flawed sentences, and I want you, the listener, to mentally fix them right now. Ready? First one. He go to office every day.
The correction, of course, is he goes to the office every day.
Right. Next one. I am having 2 brothers.
Standard English would be, "I have 2 brothers."
Okay, how about she don't like coffee?
That should be, "She doesn't like coffee."
And the absolute classic, I didn't went there.
You'd want to say, "I didn't go there."
It is so incredibly easy to make those little slips in the moment, and people beat themselves up over it so badly, they make one mistake and they go completely quiet for the rest of the meeting.
They really do, and honestly, it breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Because it comes from a fundamental misunderstanding of what language actually is.
What do you mean?
You have to focus on communication, not perfection. Think about the mechanics of a mistake, like, "I didn't went there." The speaker knows they are talking about the past, right?
Right, so they used a past tense verb.
Exactly. They used went. It's technically wrong in that sentence structure, but it shows a really smart pattern-matching brain trying to apply a rule. And more importantly, if someone said that to you, would you understand what they meant?
Absolutely, 100%. I'd know exactly what they were saying.
Then communication was successfully achieved. Perfection is a moving target, but human connection is immediate. Mistakes are not a sign of failure at all. They are the literal proof that you are learning, that you're testing boundaries, and that you are actively speaking.
Mistakes are proof that you're learning. I love that. Do not let the fear of a tiny grammar slip stop you from participating in life.
So, okay, we've handled the quick responses, we've bypassed the translator, and we have survived the restaurant and the office.
We've done a lot.
Now it's time to build endurance.
Building stamina is the vital next step. You've proven you can sprint for 3 seconds without translating, but can you jog for a whole minute without giving up? Let's test it. This is the mini story challenge. I'm going to give you 5 random words, and I want you to link them together into a short narrative right now out loud. The words are dog, rain, running, bag, home.
Connect them right now. Speak up.
Dog, rain, running, bag, home.
You might string them together using just basic connective tissue like conjunctions and prepositions.
Can you give an example?
Sure. Something like, "Yesterday I was running home with my bag when it started raining. Suddenly a dog was following me. Finally, I reached home safely."
Look how quickly isolated words become a full narrative. You just created a story. Now let's turn up the heat for a surprise challenge.
Uh-oh.
I want you to speak without stopping for 30 seconds. Your topic is your favorite movie. If you don't like movies, pick your dream destination, your favorite food, your family, or your job. But you must speak for 30 seconds straight. No stopping, no apologizing, and absolutely no switching back to your native language. Go.
This specific exercise really tests your working memory.
Keep talking.
Yeah, it forces you to maintain a continuous thought process in English without the safety net of those short one-sentence answers we were doing earlier.
You're doing great. Keep going. Almost there. End time.
Yeah.
All right, let's push the stamina threshold to its absolute peak. We want you to speak about your day for 1 full minute.
A whole minute.
Yes. Tell us what time you woke up, what you ate for breakfast, the work you accomplished, the best part of your day, and your plans for tonight. Start now.
1 full minute can feel like an absolute eternity when you're speaking a foreign language. The cognitive load is incredibly heavy, and that urge to translate comes rushing back.
It really does. Keep speaking out loud while we talk. And I have to ask, what happens if they stumble right in the middle of that 60-second run? I mean, it's like tripping while you're running on a gravel track.
Yeah, it hurts.
How do they recover without throwing their hands up, giving up, and walking off the field entirely?
If we expand on that track analogy, the secret to not tripping is pacing. Most learners equate speed with fluency. They try to sprint the entire minute, they run out of breath, they trip over a complicated word, and they just panic.
So they revert to their native language.
Right, which is like leaving the track entirely to go sit in the bleachers. Slowing your pace keeps your feet on the gravel. If you stumble, you don't abandon the run. You just take a deliberate breath, find a simple, basic English word, and keep moving forward.
Just keep moving. Take a breath, slow down the pace, and stay on the track. Well, we have reached the final phase of our workout, which means it is time for the ultimate test.
Here we go.
We want you to answer this deeply personal question to the room for a full 60 seconds. Why do you want to improve your English?
Really think about it and speak. Maybe you want to connect with people worldwide. Maybe you want to crush your upcoming interviews or give high-stakes presentations at work.
Or maybe it's about opening up entirely new career landscapes.
Exactly. You could say, I want to improve my English because it helps me communicate globally. It also helps me in interviews and professional growth. Speaking confidently opens many doors in my life.
Whatever your profound reason is, claim it out loud. Which brings us to the core philosophy of everything we've done today, the golden rule of spoken English.
The golden rule is simple, but honestly, it's revolutionary. Do not wait until your English becomes perfect before speaking. Speak first, improve later.
Speak first, improve later.
You have to remember that every single fluent, articulate speaker you admire was once a beginner who stumbled over their words and panicked in a coffee shop.
Yep, everyone starts at zero.
The secret formula isn't hidden in some magical grammar textbook. The formula is this: speak every day, make messy mistakes, learn from those mistakes, and speak again.
Okay, before we log off and let you rest your vocal cords, we have a final audience participation mission. We challenge you to state 5 things out loud right now just to solidify this entire workout.
Let's do it.
1, your name. 2, your city. 3, your profession. 4, one reason you want to improve your English. And 5, one English sentence about your day.
Doing this moves the concepts out of your headphones and anchors them firmly into your real-world environment.
Congratulations to everyone who pushed through. You just completed the Spoken English Practice Challenge.
You survived.
You took a massive, proactive step towards speaking English confidently and naturally. Remember, confidence isn't something you just wait for. It's a muscle that grows every single time you speak.
And like any muscle, the more resistance you subject it to, the stronger it gets.
Exactly. So here is our dare to you today. Try to speak English for just 5 more minutes today. Talk to yourself in the car. Describe the steps of what you're cooking for dinner. Just keep the engine running.
And the next time you find yourself staring at a menu or your manager asks you an unexpected question and you feel that familiar urge to freeze up and translate,
just remember that you don't need the perfect, flawless X-ray of a sentence. You just need to open your mouth, bypass the translator, and take the leap. And before we go, consider this. What if the grammatical mistakes you are so terrified of making are actually the exact linguistic footprints that make your communication uniquely yours?
Oh, I love that.
Right. Think about how often a slight misuse of a word or a totally unique phrasing actually makes a conversation more authentic and memorable. Perfection is forgettable. Personality is what connects us. Until next time, keep speaking.